yeah, yeah, good. Glad there's more than just one of us.
Melissa, how do you pronounce Smash Hill? Smash Hill, yeah. Smash Hill, yeah.
We can probably do intros now.
Okay. Do you want to go first so I can see what?
I'm sorry?
Do you want to go first so I can kind of see what?
Well, you know what? We might not have time. Let's see.
Yeah, they're really.
Let's go through them like during a timeout or something. I waited too long, and I think they're going to start now.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. Okay, so we're moving on to our second game of the day here. We're going to do our intros at some point during timeout in our first half. Not enough time. So this is going to be Philly AllStars taking on Southside Revolution. Our first jam of the game. We'll have No Guts, No Glory out there versus, I believe this number 39, the Flaming Diva. Just jump in whenever you want. And No Guts, No Glory is our lead jammer for Philly. Southside Revolution stretching their defense out at the front of the pack against Gus. Gus taken down.
And Gus completes his first scoring pass, putting 4 points on the board for Philly.
Looks like the Flaming Diva having some trouble getting past Philly's defense at the back of the pack.
Penalty called on Philly's jammer, going to the box for a back block.
Yep, so we're going to see a 2-minute jam now. The chance of a power jam in the hands. Okay, I believe this is Silent but Deadly with the jammer star for Southside. Okay, so Silent but Deadly receiving that star pass from the Flaming Diva.
.180 eye roll being called on a penalty.
Yeah, Philly now down a jammer and a blocker. Silent but Deadly sent off the track into the wall and is forced to recycle by TIE Fighter.
No Guts, No Glory completes a second scoring pass.
That's right. So far, an 8-point jam for No Guts, No Glory. Make that a 12-point jam.
And 101 TIE Fighter goes to the box.
No chance for a call-off. Silent but Deadly coming out to score some points. Looks like Silent but Deadly taken down. I believe that's eye roll.
That puts 15 points on the board for Philly and none for Southside Revolution.
That's a small jam for us, too.
Yeah.
It's just like a walk in the park. All right, now moving into our second game. Second jam. I believe this is Beasting on the jammer line for Philly. Beasting's our lead jammer. Gearing up, number 88, wearing that star for Southside Revolution. Beasting on their first scoring pass of the jam. Nice defense by Fox and Furious against Beasting, but Beasting is out. 4 birthday points on the board there for Beasting. TIE Fighter working some defense against Gearing Up, sent on the bounds and forced to recycle. Beasting coming out, making a third scoring pass through the pack. Beasting taken out by Blue Raha and forced to restart this scoring pass. Now Beasting out of bounds on the apex. Eye roll in there, trying to open up a hole for Beasting, but Beasting taken out once again by number 9, Helen Wheels.
Looks like Philly playing some quick offense, trying to help Beasting.
Okay, timeout by our officials. Let's talk about who's skating today. Our Southside Revolution. We have number 02, Omargeddon. Number 13, Tiger Lily. Number 2, Strawberry Bomb. 222, Silent but Deadly. Number 24, Demon Cat. 240, Fox and Furious. Number 27, Chicken Fried Skate. 33, Jinx. Number 39, The Flaming Diva. Number 46, Gear Shift. 66, Brat-tastic. 74, Blue Raha. Number 88, Gearing Up. Number 9, Helen Wheels. And number 942, Bacon Lil Hearts.
And for the Philly All-Stars, we have number 00, Matzo Brawl. Number 04, Insanity. Number 101, TIE Fighter. And it looks like we're coming back from that timeout right into jam number 3.
Yeah, we'll do Philly's roster here later on in the game. We're back to our third jam. Soul Crusher out there taking on Bacon Lil Hearts.
Soul Crusher taking a big hit. Getting recycled to the back of the pack. Looks like number 26, Bad Blood, drawing Southside's jammer back.
Did a not lead jammer call it up?
No, I don't know.
Okay, moving into a timeout by our officials after that jam.
Continuing with our Philly roster, we have 1014, No Gus, No Glory. Number 11, Mayday. 13, Mills on Wheels. Number 16, Stay in Your Laney. Number 1717, Bunincula. Number 180, Iroll. Number 26, Bad Blood. Number 3377, Bee Sting. Number 37, Plushy. Number 44, Flomo. Number 444, Smashiopia. Number 69, Steampunk. Number 922, Pacifist. Number 973, Lady Gotcha. And number 99, Soul Crusher.
Hey, speaking of Bee Sting, I've got this shout out here. This is a dollar shout out for Bee Sting, for Philly Juniors, of course. Happy 17th birthday. We love you. That is for number 3377 Bee Sting, who just put 13 points on the board. Looks like we're just taking a moment here to check out the track and make sure that the track will be safe to skate on here in the next jam. We'd like to extend our thank you and gratitude to AAA. Skate with confidence. Whether your sport involves 2, 4, or 8 wheels, AAA is the leading global brand of helmets and protective gear worn by everyone from beginners to the best skate athletes in the world. Philly Juniors would like to thank AAA for helping to protect our brains again this season. Once again, a reminder that if you are on skates, you must be in full gear, and for your safety and the safety of our spectators, skates are not to be worn on the bleachers. Safety first. Thank you. Also, once again, food is not permitted on any part of the rink area. All drinks must have a cover or cap so we do not have any spills. Please be sure to throw out all of your trash. We thank you in advance for your help keeping our facility clean. Still in the midst of our timeout here by our officials, making sure things are ready to go. Our third game of the day, we expect to be around the 1:30 mark. That will be the Philly AllStars taking on Iowa City Bruisers. They play the first game. Then again, around 3:45, the Southside Revolution will be taking on Black and Bluegrass. And for our fifth and final game of the day, around 6 p.m., Philly Brawl Stars will be playing Northeast Uprising.
Why is For AllStars have to be last.
I know. It's a long day.
I mean, I would have stayed the whole day anyway, but
But to have to skate last is tough.
yeah.
Thank you for being here, Carnage.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Appreciate you. You have a gig up there tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I got to.
It's Maurice Uprising, right?
Yeah, they just appeared out of nowhere like a year ago.
Yeah, where did they come
Came out
from?
of nowhere and.
Are the skate trains still happening?
Injury? Okay. Okay, so our jam will be. Is this the injury protocol? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so the jam will be starting where it left off. This is the JRDA injury protocol being invoked. So this is not technically a new jam. While we're still waiting for this jam to start here, we have another shout out. This goes to Mills on Wheels from Philly. You are killing it, Smalls. That is for Mills on Wheels. We can do these shout outs. Visit our Philly Juniors merchandise table for your shout outs. They will bring them up to your announcers' chairs over here, and we'll get those shout outs called out for you. I saw some nice merchandise over there at the merch table. I think they're selling stickers and some shirts over there for Philly Juniors. Of course, all the proceeds from there benefits the Philly Juniors 2024 season. As we know, Junior Derby is currently blowing up right now. We're seeing a lot of teams come up out of nowhere, a lot of teams expanding exponentially. So any and all proceeds to help Junior Derby happen are gratefully appreciated.
It looks like our jam is resuming with Soul Crusher still as the jammer for Philly.
Nice blocking by Silent Padelli, but Soul Crusher is out with a Philly lead. Okay, I'm sorry, not a lead. This is where we left off in the last jam, so both jammers are on scoring passes.
Nice hit from number 44 Flomo from Philly.
Yeah, it looks like Bad Blood working some defense there on the inside line.
Both jammers trying their hardest to break through both packs, but having some trouble from those blockers.
Right, Philly working a pretty solid wall at the back of the pack against Bacon Little Hearts. The Bacon Little Hearts is out with 4 points.
And Soul Crusher calls the jam off with 12 points for Philly and 5 points for Southside. Looks like out on the track for Philly as a jammer is number 11 Mayday next.
Mayday taking on Brat-tastic. TIE Fighter working some defense against Brat-tastic, but Brat-tastic did have a very quick lead, but swallowed back up by the pack. Looks like Mayday picking up 4 points up against a scoreless jam by Brat-tastic. So 4-0 Philly.
Up on the jammer line is number 444 Smashiopia.
And this is Omar Geddon. This is number 02 with the jammer star for Southside. Philly picking up lead, Smashiopia in full control. Oh, Smashiopia getting set out of bounds by a matter of one toe stop and is forced to recycle. Bad blood putting Omar Geddon out of bounds on the outside, forcing Omar Geddon to recycle as well.
Looks like Smashiopia is through again with 4 more points for Philly.
Now Southside walling up with a tripod held up by Chicken Fried Skate against Smashiopia. Smashiopia with some beautiful toe stop work.
And Smashiopia through again, 4 more points for Philly.
Omar Geddon not getting any mercy from Philly's defense. Bad blood bringing Omar Geddon all the way to the back. Smashiopia coming out completing a 4th scoring pass, making this a 16-point jam. Make that 20-point jam.
And Smashiopia barely goes out of bounds, getting a cut track penalty.
Chance of a power jam now in the hands of Omar Geddon. Looks like we're doing the old jammer swap in the penalty box.
And now we have 1014, No Guts, No Glory, taking on the jammer hat again.
Going in for a timeout here called by our officials. 3 points picked up in that last jam by Omar Geddon, bringing Southside Revolution up to 15 points. Philly at 66. Helen Wheels holding up a tripod of Southside blockers against No Guts, No Glory, but No Guts, No Glory is out with a Philly lead.
Looks like both jammers racing around the track.
Yeah, this is number 39, the Flaming Diva. With the jammer star for Southside Revolution, the Flaming Diva picking up 4 points. No Guts, No Glory also has 4 points and is drawn to the back of the pack, so both jammers are on scoring passes. All right, 3-point scoring pass by the Flaming Diva. No Guts, No Glory on a third trip through the pack. No Guts, No Glory now has a 16-point jam and still going strong. The Flaming Diva is stuck behind a Philly tripod at the back of the pack.
And No Guts, No Glory calls it off for 24 points for Philly.
Yeah, highest scoring jam of the game so far. Now, just a moment ago, Smash Yopia pulled off a 20-point jam. Now, No Guts, No Glory with 24. So a lot of points here being picked up by Philly pretty quickly. 15-point jam scored by the Flaming Diva, bringing them up to 30 points.
And on the jam line for Philly is number 3377, B Sting.
B Sting on this birthday jam, and B Sting's our lead jammer.
Looks like the full force of Southside's pack is attacking Philly's wall.
B Sting getting swarmed, so to speak, by those blockers from Southside Revolution, coming up to the front of the pack. B Sting coming out with the first 4 points of the jam, now winding up on a second scoring trip. Blue Baja guarding that inside line, making B Sting hesitate just a minute, but B Sting with another 4 points.
And Southside's jammer is back on the track. Southside jammers picks
B Sting committing a third scoring pass, making this a 12-point jam for Philly. If they have broken the 100-point mark.
And with the final 4 points, B Sting calls the jam off. 16 more points for Philly.
Southside Revolution calling for a team timeout. B Sting with a 16-0 jam there, bringing Philly to 106 over Southside Revolution's 30. Still in this team timeout here, called by Southside Revolution. All right, and our time expires, so we're going back to some more derby. Once again, Southside Revolution 30, Philly 106. Looks like it's going to be a pretty significant advantage to Philly, as Southside Revolution is down not only 2 blockers, but a jammer as well. So it's a pack advantage, a 2-4 pack, and a power star in the hands of Philly. This is Soul Crusher out to jam. Looks like Soul Crusher being called off on a forearm penalty.
Just as number 942 makes it back into the pack.
Yeah, this is Bacon Little Hearts. Philly with a pretty aggressive defense against Bacon Little Hearts, but Bacon is our lead jammer.
Looks like 101 TIE Fighter going to the box, so Philly has a full box. That pack advantage is just turned around.
Nice apex jump by Bacon Little Hearts as Philly is down two blockers and a jammer.
And Bacon Little Hearts freezes all those players in the box.
Yeah, it's 4-0 jam. I'm sorry, 8-0 jam by Bacon Little Hearts. That's going to bring Southside Revolution up to 38 points under Philly's 106. It's going to be a power star in the hands of the Southside Revolution.
Looks like Flomo and Bad Blood taking on all of those players.
Coming out to jam for Southside, number 66, Brat-tastic, and Brat-tastic is our lead jammer and is on a power jam. Now Bad Blood working some defense against Brat-tastic.
Looks like Philly has gotten all their players back from the box, and it is now an even jam.
Yep, we're back to 5-on-5. Brat-tastic at the front of the pack now, taking on TIE Fighter. So Brat-tastic with a 4-point jam and a call-off, bringing Southside to 42. Philly still at 106. Timeout called by our officials. Philly would like to extend its gratitude to Pivot Star. Pivot Star was brought to life in 2006 by the passion of roller derby and the desire for quality athletic wear. Today, Pivot Star can be found worldwide, not only in the sport of roller derby, but on various other athletes as well. It's famed for fit and quality while sticking to the classic necessities of being an athlete and simply being comfortable in everyday life. Located in Ontario, Canada, but delivering worldwide. Doing some track maintenance here on our pivot line during this official timeout. Looking at about 12 minutes left to our first half of our second game of the day. Philly Juniors would like to thank all of the officials who are here this weekend. Without you, this weekend would not have been possible. The skaters are so grateful for your time, support, and guidance as they navigate this game of roller derby. There's our rolling whistle. We're going back to our game. Mayday out there taking on Omar Geddon in this jam.
And Mayday picks up lead jammer for Philly.
Mayday coming out, having scored 4 points for Philly. Omar Geddon getting a hip check by TIE Fighter. Homar called off on a track cut after that.
Looks like Mayday goes to the box, so Armageddon is about to go right back into the game.
Yep, looking now at a 2-minute jam. This jam cannot be called off. Armageddon picking up where they left off before that track cut penalty. Mayday coming out with 4 more points, making this an 8-point jam. Armageddon called off on another jammer penalty. So power jam now in the hands of Mayday from Philly. Mayday's not lead, but is on a power jam. Nice defense by Blue Raha, putting Mayday out of bounds on the inside. Mayday forced to recycle.
And it looks like this jam will be starting with no players in the box.
Looks like Mayday with a 15-point jam. Armageddon did have 3 points amidst those penalties. So Philly now at 121, Southside Revolution 45. We had number 39, the Flaming Diva, out there jamming for Southside Revolution.
Number 922 Pacifist trying to play some offense on the opposing wall.
We do have a Southside Revolution lead now. The Flaming Diva in control, but is swallowed back up into the pack. Insanity, I believe this is number 04, yes, has the jammer star for Philly. So the Flaming Diva still has lead, but got swallowed back up into this initial pass. So Flaming Diva unable to score any points. So, okay, there it is. Flaming Diva is out. The Flaming Diva is our lead jammer. Chicken Fried Skate putting Insanity out of bounds on the outside. Now Philly walling up with a tripod held up by Mills on wheels, keeping Flaming Diva stuck.
Looks like Insanity finally manages to break past that pack on her initial pass.
Tiger Lily coming in to Flaming Diva's rescue, breaking up that Philly tripod. It's a scoreless jam for Philly. Flaming Diva putting up 4 points for Southside Revolution.
And 1014 picking up lead. No Guts, no Glory.
No Guts, no Glory taking on number 942, Bacon Little Hearts. Now smashing a Pia, holding up a tripod along with Eye Roll, keeping Bacon Little Hearts stuck within this pack.
Looks like a star pass to number 240, but TIE Fighter catches them.
Eight-point jam so far by No Guts, No Glory. Southside Revolution with a star pass over to 240. This is Fox and Furious.
And Fox and Furious through on the initial pass for Southside.
No Gus, No Glory using that skate work to move through on the inside line, completing a 5th scoring pass, making this a 20-point jam. Oh, nice apex jump by No Gus, No Glory. Now looking at a 28-point jam for Philly. Banicula and TIE Fighter working in a 2-wall against number 240. This is Fox and Furious after receiving the star pass. No Gus, No Glory coming in for another scoring pass as we time out in just a couple seconds. All said and done.
Oh, thank you.
All said and done, a 36-point jam by No Gus, No Glory.
That makes the high mark of this game.
That's a high mark in a couple seasons I've seen. 8 points scored by Fox and Furious at the end of that jam. We have a shout out here for No Gus, No Glory. Penn Jersey is your biggest fan, so thank you, Penn Jersey, for the support. Southside Revolution putting out number 66, Brat-tastic, take on Beasting. Brat-tastic called off on a jammer penalty, so the chance of a power jam now in the hands of Beasting. Beasting still on their initial pass. No lead jammer as of yet. All right, Beasting declared lead and is on a power jam now. Beasting comes out, completes their first scoring pass, putting 4 points on the board.
Here comes Brat-tastic back in from the box.
Beasting leading a second round of points, making this an 8-point jam. Brat-tastic comes out with 4 points as well. All right, Beasting still our lead jammer. And Beasting going for the call-off. 3 points on that scoring pass by Beasting.
Looks like number 99, Soul Crusher, back on the track.
5-point jam by Brat-tastic, bringing Southside to 62, Philly 172.
Soul Crusher threw on her initial pass, picking up lead jammer for Philly.
Soul Crusher now working on the scoring pass. Southside working an entire 4-wall against Soul Crusher.
And the Flaming Diva slips right past the Philly wall.
Southside working some very strong defense against Soul Crusher in this jam, while their own jammer is out. Not lead, but has 4 points. Flaming Diva beginning a scoring pass, colliding with the Philly blocker. Southside walling up with a 2-wall against Soul Crusher, but Soul Crusher is out. Iroh working some defense on a rollback against the Flaming Diva.
Star pass to Gear and Up.
Soul Crusher stuck in the pack behind the Southside's defense. Gearing up, receives that star, and has another 4 points. Flaming Diva now skating as a blocker, makes a hit on Soul Crusher, but is called off on a clockwise block penalty. That's going to put Flaming Diva in the penalty box. Now a minute left to our first period. It's a 12-point jam for Philly. "11 points scored by Southside Revolution. They're up at 73. Looks like we're going to have number 11 Mayday out there taking on number 02 Omar Geddon. Southside walling up with a 3-wall against Mayday. Mayday put out of bounds on the apex.
It looks like it's a power jam for Omar Geddon.
Yeah, Mayday was called off on a forearm penalty, so Mayday is going to have to sit for that 30-second penalty.
And our period clock has expired, making this the last jam of the period.
Flomo getting a block there by Omar Geddon, number 02, just as Omar completes their initial pass. We do not have a lead jammer, so we have to go for the full 2 minutes. Flomo working some defense against Omar Geddon.
Mayday right back from the box, picking up 4 more points for Philly. Flomo working really good defense back in that Philly pack.
Mayday recovering from that penalty now has 8 points behind them. Our jammers cannot call off the action. We have to go for the full 2 minutes. Flaming Diva putting Mayday out of bounds, but then going to the box.
And Bad Blood manages a hit on number 222.
That's Silent but Deadly receiving that jammer star, and our jam time's out. That brings us into halftime. Going into halftime, Philly 196, Southside Revolution 75. We're going to take a 15-minute break, and we're going to come back to you here with another half of this game.
I'm going to give you a couple name corrections.
Oh, okay.
So, Omar Geddon, like Armageddon, Omar Geddon, and then Blue Raja.
Okay, coming off of our halftime here of our second game of the day, we have a shout out here. This is to all of the Philly juniors. Penn Jersey is here and we love you. So thank you for your support. Penn Jersey Roller Derby.
Thank you.
Coming into our second half of the game, Philly with a pretty significant lead, 196 over Southside 75.
Looks like Mayday picks up lead for Philly.
Bacon Little Hearts out there with the Jammer Star for Southside Revolution. Mayday put out of bounds and forced to recycle to the back of the pack.
And nice toe stop work from Mayday, eventually making it through the pack.
Mayday on a second scoring trip through the pack, taking a bit of a spill, recovers up on their skates. Bacon Little Hearts seated as a jammer for Southside Revolution. So this is a power jam in the hands of Mayday. Mayday out with another 4. Now still a power jam for Mayday. Bacon Little Hearts still in the box. Mayday is on a 4th scoring trip now. Philly has broken the 200-point mark. TIE Fighter working some defense and the butt position of that tripod against Bacon Little Hearts. Mayday coming out, completing a 5th round of points, making this a 20-point jam.
Looks like lots of offense played against the Philly wall as Mayday loops around once again.
Now Mayday skated as a jammer in the last jam of the first half with a 12-point jam. Now Mayday doubling that now, making this a 24-point jam for Philly. So 24-0 there in favor of Philly. Southside Revolution still at 75 after a scoreless jam. We got number 66, Brat-tastic, taking on 444, Smashiopia. And no lead jammer yet. Both jammers are fighting to come out of the pack first. There it is. Smashiopia picking up lead for Philly Juniors now. Smash coming in on a first scoring pass, and Smash is out with 4.
Huge drawback from I-roll, but
Smashiopia coming in around the apex, but takes a tumble about halfway through and has to restart this pass now. TIE Fighter bringing Brat-tastic all the way to the back. Smashiopia with an 8-point jam so far, going in for a 3rd scoring pass.
it looks like as Brat-tastic makes his way to the box, Philly through their full offensive force at Southside.
Okay, so Smashiopia with a 10-point jam. Scoreless jam once again for Southside. So Southside Revolution coming to us from Seattle. Score now 230-75. Philly in the lead.
Starting with the power jam is No Gust, No Glory.
There's two whistles. That's 3 leads in a row for Philly in the second half. No Gust, No Glory lead jammer and is on a power jam.
Looks like Brat-tastic makes his way back into the pack.
Yep, we're back to some 5-on-5 derby here. Philly walling up with a tripod, keeping Brat-tastic stuck at the back. No Gust, No Glory is out with another 4 points. Philly losing Flomo to the penalty box, thinning out the pack a little bit for Brat-tastic. Brat-tastic is out. Completes an initial pass. No Gust, No Glory out with another 4. Now, last time we saw No Gust, No Glory out there at the jam, we saw him pick up 36 points. So far, this is a 16-point jam for No Gust, No Glory. Brat-tastic still fighting with Philly's defense, trying to score some points for Southside Revolution. No Gust, No Glory now responsible for a 20-point jam as Brat-tastic passes a jammer star over to Silent But Deadly. Silent But Deadly did pick up 4 points at the tail end of that jam. No Gust, No Glory with a 24-point jam. Looks like all said and done, that was a 6-point jam for Southside Revolution. They're now at 81 points. Oh, this is number 39, the Flaming Diva, picking up lead for Southside Revolution. First lead for the Revolution in the second half of the game.
A star pass to TIE Fighter. And TIE Fighter skirts along the edges, picking up 4 points for Philly.
Now Beasting skating as a blocker for Philly, taking the Flaming Diva out of bounds and all the way back. TIE Fighter working the front of the pack against that wall of Southside blockers.
It looks like TIE Fighter manages to break through, making this 8 points for Philly.
TIE Fighter does pick up 8 points, making this an 8-0, 8-4 jam. The Flaming Diva has 4 points for Southside Revolution.
Looks like out next is Soul Crusher from Philly.
Number 942, Bacon Lil Hearts, jamming for Southside Revolution. And like we said, this is Soul Crusher with the star for Philly.
Looks like an impressive catch from number 26, Bad Blood.
Yeah, Bad Blood bringing Bacon Little Hearts all the way to the back of the pack. Silent but deadly, making some defense there against Soul Crusher. Now Soul Crusher has to get past, has to work against all 4 of those Southside blockers.
Come on, Bacon, move those feet! Move those feet, move it!
Looks like 9-4-2 gets through on the edges. That's 4 points for Southside. Meanwhile, Soul Crusher is stuck at the back of the pack.
Yeah, Southside Revolution walling up now with that tripod. Now being joined by their pivot, so make that a 4-wall of Southside Revolution blockers against Soul Crusher. Bacon Little Hearts, not lead jammer, but does have 4 points for the Revolution. Now Bad Blood coming in, rejoining a tripod, putting some stoppage on Bacon Little Hearts.
As Soul Crusher completes their first scoring pass.
Soul Crusher calling off the jam just as Southside passes their pivot or their jammer star over to gearing up. So it's an 8-0, or I'm sorry, 8-8 jam. $19 minutes left to our game. Philly 270, Southside Revolution at 93.
Official timeout being called.
Hey, while we're in this timeout, let's give a shout out here to Wawa, one of our wonderful sponsors of Philly Juniors. Fuel your day with a Wawa, your all-day, everyday convenience store. If you aren't from Pennsylvania or haven't been, they have anything you need. Wawa's got it. Gotta have a Wawa. Also, a big thank you to Strong Athletics, starting out in 2014 as a t-shirt company with a mission to create a space where people are proud of who they are. Founder Nadia Keene created Strong Athletic for a very specific reason: to give athletes, both conventional and those that fall outside of the mainstream, a safe space in which they can be who they are and communicate with one another unapologetically. The Strong Athletic reminds you that you do not need anyone's permission to demonstrate your strength. You are strong. Athletic. Stay strong. A special shout out to all of the photographers who are here this weekend. Your photographs not only make these skaters look amazing, but they provide them with special keepsakes that will last a lifetime. We are thankful that you have chosen to spend your time and share your talents with us. Now going back to our next jam after that timeout. Number 11, Mayday, jamming for Philly, and Mayday is our lead jammer. The Flaming Diva, number 39, out there jamming for Southside Revolution. Mayday, still our lead jammer, has 4 points for Philly. Now Mayday coming in on a second round of points.
Looks like Southside currently only has 1 blocker. But that might change as many players re-enter from the box.
Pretty significant advantage for Philly as they have their entire 4-blocker and jammer roster on the track. Now Mayday is out with a third pass, making this a 12-point jam. Looks like there's a star pass over to Fox and Furious, but Fox and Furious is called off on a penalty and will sit as a jammer. Southside Revolution walling up with a tripod against Mayday. Mayday temporarily shut down. Now Mayday forced to recycle at the back of the pack.
And Southside's jammer manages to escape from the penalty box just as the jam is ended.
Helen Wheels from Southside making it a little bit difficult for Mayday to come out, sending Mayday out of bounds. That jam is over. Going for a team timeout by Southside Revolution. Just under 17 Just under 17 minutes left to our game. Philly 289, dangerously close to that 300-point mark. Southside Revolution is at 93. A 19-point jam for Mayday. For those in the building and those who are nice enough to join us here on the live feed this morning, we have a total of 5 games today. We are in the midst of game 2. Game 3, right around the 1:30 mark, will be Philly AllStars taking on Iowa City Bruisers. That timeout coming to an end, so we're going back to some more derby action. It's a 5-on-5 jam. Our penalty box is empty.
We see Insanity trying to break through the pack with some help from number 00, Brawl.
Back of the pack, number 922, Pass a Fist, working in a tripod against Brat-tastic. We don't have a lead jammer yet. Southside Revolution and Blockers forming a 3-wall against Insanity.
Looks like Insanity does pick up lead jammer, but is recycled all the way back to the back of the pack. We have a reverse pack now. And Insanity makes it through the pack.
Yeah, Insanity was followed back up after that initial and had to recomplete that initial pass. Now Insanity on the first scoring pass of the jam. Solo blocking here by number 39, the Flaming Diva, effectively putting Insanity out of bounds on the outside, forcing Insanity to recycle.
Yeah, I'll see how she feels. I haven't gotten to talk to her because she's sleeping. She's in Australia, so she won't be awake till 6 or 7.
Looks like an illegal star pass for Southside. You need to take that star back.
Yep, didn't quite catch how that was illegal, whether that star was thrown or otherwise incomplete. Incomplete scoring pass by Brat-tastic. I'm sorry, incomplete initial pass. No points scored yet.
Insanity calls it off.
Insanity putting 8 points on the board for Philly as they are just a few points shy of the 3rd century mark of the game. 297, Southside 93.
Looks like we have a familiar face for Philly. No Guts, No Glory jamming for Philly this time.
Well, like No Guts, No Glory getting a bit of a praise out there from our spectators.
However, a forearm penalty called on No Guts, No Glory brings him to the pot.
Yeah, No Guts, No Glory called off on a forearm penalty.
No Guts, No Glory and TIE Fighter are both sitting in the box.
Yeah, Philly, they're down a jammer now and a blocker. Bacon Little Hearts does pick up lead and is in control on a power jam.
Ivo takes a hit from the Southside jammer. Southside picks up, I believe, 3 points.
Yeah, scoreless jam by No Guts, No Glory. And like we said, 3 points there by Southside Revolution. timeout here called, I believe, by Philly with 13 minutes to go. So we're in the final quarter of our second game here in Philly at the Northeast Racket Club, day one of Philly Fest. Philly Juniors would like to send a big thank you to the staff here at Northeast Racket and Fitness Club. We love skating at the club and appreciate all that the staff does to accommodate our needs throughout the season. Philly Juniors would especially like to recognize Miss Anna from the NERC for all of her support the past few years. We love and appreciate you so much. We're going back to some more derby action. It looks to be that the penalty box is empty, so we're going to have a full 5-on-5 jam.
Looks like we actually have no Gust of Glory acting on the pivot role this time.
Yeah, number 11 Mayday out there with the Jammer Star, and number 39 the Flaming Diva has a star for the Southside Revolution. Silent but Deadly making a bit of a stink there on the track against Mayday, but Mayday is out with 4 points.
Looks like Southside is trying to play some offense to help their jammer get through.
Mayday breaking the 300-point mark. Mayday now on their third scoring pass complete, making this a 12-point jam. Silent but Deadly is getting right in the way of No Gust, No Glory. Oh, Pack is moving opposite direction now.
Bit of a turnaround for both packs.
Oh, Flaming Diva.
TIE Fighter going for that hit. But unfortunately, is out of play before he can make some meaningful contact.
Flaming Diva rides on the outside of the track to complete their initial pass, but is taken out by TIE Fighter on this scoring pass. Oh, Mayday keeping their toe stops inbounds, ultimately does go out of bounds, but does have 4 points.
And we can see that Philly is now over that 300 mark.
All said and done, Mayday with a 16-point jam. That puts Philly at 313. Southside Revolution at 98 points after a 2-point jam.
And we can see Soul Crusher out here once again with the jammer helmet.
Soul Crusher taking a number 66, Brat-tastic. Looks like Soul Crusher might be called off on a forearm penalty, so no chance for lead for Philly in this jam. The chance of a power jam lies in the hands of Brat-tastic right now. Brat-tastic recycled all the way back by TIE Fighter.
It looks like TIE Fighter is called on a penalty, so now Philly is down a blocker. However, the jammer comes right back in and is against the pack once again. Looks like the tables have turned and now Philly is the one with the power jam.
Yeah, Brat-tastic's seated in the box right now. So Soul Crusher currently working on a power jam. Southside Revolution working a 2-wall against Soul Crusher. Soul Crusher temporarily taken down.
Though Philly has all 4 blockers back, here comes Brat-tastic at it again.
Yeah, right now it's a 4-3 pack in favor of Philly. Soul Crusher is out completing their initial pass.
And Brat-tastic slips through, but only on the initial pass.
Yeah, no lead jammer in this jam. Soul Crusher on their way to the penalty box.
That is the 3rd jammer penalty of this game.
Yep. Okay, Brat-tastic, not lead, but does have a 4-point jam.
I'm sorry I cut you off. I don't know.
I'm bad for it too. My brain is out there. Yeah. So good, make it work.
Looks like Southside has made the decision to free Soul Crusher into the box.
So Southside, they've got 102 points here up against Philly's 313 with 8 minutes left to our game. Our next jam will have the pack advantage going the Southside Revolution as Philly is down a blocker and a jammer.
Looks like Bacon Lil Hearts makes his way quickly through that pack.
Yeah, Bacon Little Hearts is our lead jammer, and this is still a power jam. Smashiopia holding up a tripod against Bacon Little Hearts. Oh, the pack breaks up. Here comes Fox and Furious breaking up that Philly tripod to assist Bacon Little Hearts, and Bacon Little Hearts is out with 4 points.
The box is clear, and Soul Crusher makes her way on her initial pass.
Philly spreading out their entire 4-wall across the track against Bacon Little Hearts. Very orchestrated defense by Philly. So Soul Crusher does come off that jam with 4 points. We also got 7 points here in the hands of Bacon Little Hearts.
Out once again is number 1014, No Gust, No Glory.
The Flaming Diva has the star for Southside, but No Gust, No Glory is our lead jammer. Nice bean dip move there by Flaming Diva, avoiding that Philly wall. Bull jammers are out, and we are jammer on jammer now.
The Flaming Diva goes for the outside, and Gus goes for the outside.
Oh, Philly losing No Gust, No Glory to the penalty box. So looking at a 2-minute jam now, and the Flaming Diva on a power jam. Flaming Diva still out there in the power jam. Looks like Pacifist and I-Roll are working some defense against Flaming Diva. Oh, but Flaming Diva is called off on an illegal contact penalty just as No Gust, No Glory re-enters the game.
No Gust, No Glory manages to slip by, tying the score for this jam 8-8.
No Gust, No Glory working on his third scoring pass of the jam. And there it is.
Oh, that's awesome.
So our penalty box vacates. Came back to some 5-on-5 derby, and that jam times out. Philly now at 329.
I love it. That's terrible.
11-point jam by Southside Revolution. They're at 120. Now we got number 3377 Beasting jamming for Philly on this birthday jam. Beasting taking on Brat-tastic.
Hey, Moni. Or give. Yeah, he's fine.
Pretty tight pack. None of our jammers have yet to get out. Beasting working up front. Okay, Beasting gets past those blockers from Southside, and they are our lead jammer.
Yeah, absolutely. Email it to the Philly.
Southside Revolution walling up at the front of the pack. A 3-wall turning into a 2-wall. Trying to slow down Beasting, but Beasting is out.
And I'll get it down and fan to it.
Brat-tastic getting some defense by Bad Blood from Philly. Here comes Beasting on another scoring pass. Philly working a strong tripod at the back of the pack against Brat-tastic. Brat-tastic getting some assistance from a teammate to break up that Philly tripod. And Beasting is called off on a penalty. This, I believe, is a low block on Beasting.
Looks like we're gonna go the full 2 minutes for this jam.
Yeah, Brat-tastic now on a power jam in favor of Southside Revolution. Bad Blood escorting Brat-tastic out of bounds.
Timeout is called with only about 3 minutes left on the clock.
Beasting with a 16-point jam, bringing Philly to 345. 4 points by Brat-tastic, bringing Southside Revolution to 124. Just under 3 minutes left to our second game of the day, and we have a rolling whistle. Beasting, seated in the box for that earlier low block, will give a power jam over to the hands of Southside Revolution.
Looks like Bacon Little Hearts manages to pick up lead for what seems to be one of the last jams of the game.
Bacon Little Hearts full speed ahead on this scoring pass. Beasting also released from the box, so both jammers back in action.
And as soon as Beasting slips through that wall, Southside is ready to play some offense.
Southside losing Fox and Furious to a high block penalty. Beasting, not our lead jammer, but Beasting does have 4 more points. So 4-4 jam, minute 55 to our game.
If Philly gets lead, this might very well be the last jam of the game because we know Philly likes to let the jams go long.
Yeah, so correction for the scoring here. It's actually a 7-point jam for Philly, 4 points for Southside. So Philly at 352.
Looks like Philly has chosen Mayday for what seems to be maybe the last jam of the game.
Yeah, pack advantage going to Philly now. Looks like it's a 4-2 jam.
But looks like the Flaming Diva picked up lead.
Yeah, 2 leads here in a row by Southside Revolution. Our penalty box clear, so we're back to some 5-on-5 derby. Looks like that's an incomplete scoring pass by the Flaming Diva. Diva only picking up, I believe, 3 points.
Looks like we might have a few more jams.
Looks like we're going to squeeze at least one more out of here. Philly had a 4-point jam by Mayday. 3 points by the Flaming Diva with the incomplete pass. And Soul Crusher out there taking on Brat-tastic in what's likely to be the final jam of the game.
You can see that even as late into the game as this, both walls are holding extremely strong against both jammers.
Plushy coming in, trying to give some assistance to Soul Crusher.
Soul Crusher does pick up lead jammer, but is drawn back. And our period clock has expired, meaning this is the last jam of the game.
We have lead now going to Soul Crusher. Soul Crusher swallowed back up into the pack. Bad Blood working some defense against Brat-tastic. Brat-tastic avoids that block by Plushy. Both of our jammers out and are on scoring passes now. Brat-tastic has 4 points for Southside. And Brat-tastic with a nicely orchestrated apex jump, giving another 4 points to the Southside Revolution side of the scoreboard. Now Blue Raja working the top of that wall against Soul Crusher. Soul Crusher stuck, getting some assistance from, I believe this is Plushy.
Looks like Philly blockers are getting penalties left and right, which leaves the unofficial score at 360 Philly to 139 Southside.
Looks like that's going to be an 11-point jam by Brat-tastic. 5-point jam by Soul Crusher, looking at a tentative score. Southside Revolution 142, Philly 361. We'll come to you with an official score here in just a moment. And it's a final score, Southside 142, Philly taking the win, 361. And our second game of Philly Fest is completed. Moving into our third game here in just a little